of the street gang 051 Young Money has lost their life, and there's a whole debate going on right now over exactly who might have been responsible. Since the murder of THF Bezu from the crew THF, the Trigger Happy family, a lot of people have been saying that that crew have been trying to kill anyone that might have had something to do with the situation, and they've been in a decades-long beef with the crew 051 Young Money. But there's now some evidence circulating that makes some people believe that maybe the reason for this murder might have actually been an internal feud going on inside 051 Young Money. Now, in this video, I'm going to break down everything related to this situation, all of the reaction, all of the THF members that are now celebrating the death of this 051 Young Money founder, as well as some of the theories and footage that's going around that might make working out who actually did this a little bit more complicated. And yes, before you get to it, we're going to be Chiracology is absolutely on fire right now, and people are going crazy. There's hundreds of comments on dozens of threads. Everybody is putting forward these theories. I'm not saying that everything in this video is facts, but what I am going to do is present you guys with all of the information around this murder as it's happened. Okay, this news has surfaced 10 hours ago. They're saying one of the 051 founders got killed last night. This says RIP to Rilla 051 Young Money, who was shot and killed last night. Condolences to his...
What's going on, everybody? So we got another 051 member who's been shot and killed in Chicago, unalived, following the tragedy that happened in Bezu. Trap Lord Ross. Let's continue getting into it, man.
Family. Now, if you're familiar with this channel and my other channel, Trap Law Ross, my main channel, you'll know, okay, that I did a whole damn near 3-hour documentary about THF, the Trigger Happy family. They're in a number of beefs with different gangs in Chicago, but one of the most vicious beefs that they're in is 051 Young Money. Now, if you've been following this channel for a few months, you'll know probably the most infamous THF member of all, THF Bezu, was killed a few months back. And there's been rumors that they're going to kill 20 people in revenge for his one murder. And I'm going to show you, a lot of people are saying that maybe this is now the second person to lose their life as a result of what happened to Bezu. The other person being, of course, 051 Wu, who actually lost his life just 14 days ago. Yeah, so people are basically saying 051 Wu and 051 Rilla, they only died 14 days apart. And this is pretty crazy that this is happening so quickly, and you know, the authorities are not able to fully get a grasp of what's going on. Clearly, the streets of Chicago are actually out of control at the moment, okay? This says, damn, 051 really ended off 2025 losing Wu, and now they just lost Rilla, one of the 051 founders, okay? People saying, sheesh, 17 more to go, just like Buddy said. They're saying 051 should have never killed Zoo. Some people are saying all of this because of some watches, but people are saying it's two different situations. They're saying, damn, so that's exactly 2 weeks. People are saying this is 2012 type timing. It's really popping off in Chicago drill like it's the 2012 era when, you know, we were first finding out about some of those beefs for the first time. It's really, really messed up. People saying, I see everybody saying 17 more to go like this is a game. Imagine going to 2 funerals and within a month and possibly more than that, this shit is real pain. Said they haven't even had Wu's funeral yet. It says that's crazy. They only just had his balloon release a few days ago. I'm not even sure if they had the funeral yet. People saying if I'm 051, I'm snitching to the feds. They're saying you're going to get your whole family caught up. The best thing to do is just stay out of it. People saying no gang has been this active since like 2018. Now, that talk of 17 more people to go, basically there's been rumors, okay, that maybe there's another person that passed away as a result of this. Now, I haven't necessarily got the information on that person, but basically this is TT Breezart, you know, basically saying on his page 17 more to go with a, you know, with a magic wand emoji, which I guess is making people disappear is what they're trying to say. But it says people are saying they're claiming this is THF space, saying damn, I just put the wood of the last dude out, F it, we're going to roll it up again. That's a reference to Wu getting killed recently. THFG Baby posting 20 for sorry, this is the THFG Baby song 20 for 1. And this is, you know, people from 446. THF has got 44, THF's got 46 and 49. There's THFG Baby saying, as thugs, we wild up in these streets and we live and die by the gun. He's saying 20 for 1, right? And he posting that song. Obviously, that song is all about the promises that were made. Basically, after THF Bezu died, they said they were going to get 20 people in return. This is OTF Twin posting Bezu and the song 20 for 1. Everybody's posting that, okay? It seems obvious what everybody's saying, what's going on. Everybody is basically saying this is THF claiming it. People saying ain't nobody going to say nothing. They're posting pictures of him, the victim. People saying long live Big Boss Zoo, Free Boogie. This is THF, ma'am. just all anybody that's got anything to do with THF, basically saying, "Wop, I'll never forget my dude." That's obviously Zoo Wop Bezu. I miss you. Hope you're able to rest peacefully. And just everybody's posting saying, "No emotions from the king." That's a picture of Bezu again. Just anybody that's got anything to do with THF playing. This is that song Scoom that was obviously a diss towards Lil Scoom, who also had some issues with THF. THF Lil Law posting Wartime saying, "Damn, he got shot," with a link. Another picture of Bezu. People saying, "I'm the zookeeper." People saying, "You going out sad." They're dissing 051. It's pretty savage. People saying they're going crazy for Zoo. It says for Zoo they come in like an MF. Now that's a reference to Zoo's song. He said the song. He said for grandson Zoo will come. Blam Simon. That got shortened to for grandson Zoo will come, and that's become a whole meme. All right, and I'm not trying to make light of what's going on. They're saying they're getting on your ass, man. They're saying Young Money need Big Fella or Aero to come home real bad. He gets out next year. Kiddo and Pre ain't coming back anytime soon, and Rose probably ain't beating that case. They're saying 17 pending, die why. They're saying THF doing what O-Block should have did for King Von. They're saying Zoo got killed in Chicago, though it's different. Way easier to go and smoke some dudes 10 minutes away than in a whole other state. They're saying they did it for T-Roy, but yeah, out of town and a few blocks are a major factor. They're saying they couldn't go crazy for Von like they wanted to, but they most definitely showed you they get wild for T-Roy. Okay, but some people are saying Kaimi on backdoor Rilla. Okay, so this whole 17 more to go thing, I want to know who that third person is. Am I being dumb? Have I forgotten who this third person is? Who was saying if TTE are joining THF on the hits, this year's going to be nasty for 051. People saying, wait, a TTE really assist him? Now, TTE threats to everybody. They got connections to, Lil Durk and his crew. Obviously, Bezu and THF were tapped in with Lil Durk and OTF, and, TTE, sort of, that's this younger generation a lot of people have been pointing out. And this is that meme. They're saying, for Zoo, THF will come. Elite reference, right? Driller needs to change his song from Last Lap to Last Song, right? They heavy dissing. They're saying 051 better get to their defense, right? And they're saying the sad part is 20 people will actually die eventually, but they're saying it's going to happen regardless. They're saying they're going to wipe out 051. They're saying, is it even 17 051 dudes currently free to kill? They're saying they might not even have 17 people to kill. It says THF are going on a 20 Rico murder arrest indictment. Would be crazy if they actually finish off 051 Young Money. They definitely leaving 051 Driller for last. They're saying he'll be the final boss. Now, I'm not trying to make light of this. These guys are talking about this like it's a game, okay? But it ain't no game, right? People saying Academic should reactivate the war in Chirac.
No.
People saying he doesn't need that because he's got Chirac. You've got Trapmore Ross, okay? Don't worry about it. It's all good. Saying is it damn near confirmed that 51st got Zoo. 051 better come back like 2014, 2016 days. They're saying Woo, Rilla, and the Shorty G. So this is some more of the comments on the original post about one of 051 founders getting killed last night. And here you got somebody saying, damn, so they really about to go 20 for 1. And this says Tim, Lil Bill homie, had just got killed too. Now, honestly, I can't find anything about this person on Chiracology. Like, I'm looking up Tim and I'm looking up stuff in, like, recent posts. This isn't someone that I'm aware of. So if somebody knows anything about this third person that apparently lost their life, let me know. But I'm going to keep looking into that. People saying them boys is really on that about Bezu. They're saying Zoo at that age wasn't hopping in no cars. The only reason he came back to the media was the Lil Zay stuff. But clearly, he had the young'uns under him that were very serious about what's going on. They're saying 051 and getting the belt. Somebody said THF were going to be on a run like O-Block for T-Roy. And this was the classic post after T-Roy died. This is literally the day T-Roy died. Buka 600 saying, you don't know the half of what's finna transpire. And it damn near close to a dozen people I know about got killed in that Get Back campaign that that came after T-Roy's death. They're saying 051 need to stay inside for the whole year. It's hot outside. They're saying the police got to be tired. Okay? Saying all the high-ranking members are getting killed. Saying it's over with if they get Driller. They're saying 051 Driller will be their biggest score. Definitely, it's probably one of the biggest names. Probably one of their biggest names as far as the music, but not necessarily in the streets. But they're saying THF and the handlers are really, really getting busy for Bezu. Now, there's more reaction about this, but I'm going to get to some more of the responses that are coming in a minute. Okay, this came out, RIP Rilla from 051 Young Money, who was shot and killed last night. And this is a post by somebody that seemed to know him. He said, this is my little cousin, more like a nephew. I was there when he was born. I remember his first words. He couldn't say my name properly as a 2-year-old, so he called me Popo. I would carry this little dude around in my arms through the hood in VC. I kept him fresh. His mother is Vaughn. Many of you know Randy is his name. He survived being shot up in January 2024. I prayed over him. I prayed for him and even petitioned for him to leave Chicago. I would yell and ridicule him through the phone. He would say, okay, cuz, you right, cuz, but last night I'm hearing he was murdered on the south side. Lord knows I've not missed a day over the last 100 days praying for him and the rest of the family. I'm sending condolences to my loved ones this morning while I'm in California. My aunt, Yvonne Curtis Lindsay, which is his grandmother, I'll call you. I saw you had a missed call from you while I was asleep. His cousins, his mother, Lavon, Aisha, Jabari. We have a very small family, so I'm asking all my prayer warriors to keep them lifted high in your intercessions with God this Sunday. Rest well, Randy Curtis, my bloodline. So prayers up to the family, man. People saying the caption is super sad. You know, everybody that got has a family. It comes with the life. It do be sad, though. After a while, people are just numb to it. They're saying it's going up. All right, people need to keep their guns. They got to be careful. People saying who's getting them hit? Is it THF? After what happened with THF Bezu, they're saying that that's the most likely person to have been responsibility. Now, what's interesting, okay, is another THF member is, what's interesting is another 051 member that is pretty well known is now being brought into the mix. And some people are saying that maybe it wasn't THF who were responsible, but it could have actually been 051. So what's interesting, right? People are saying throwback to when 051 Kymion was trolling 63rd for taking losses back-to-back, talking about FBG Cash. He said, them dudes can't catch a break. And they're saying, now look, 051's going through the same thing. But ironically, people are thinking Kymion might have something to do with what's going on, right? It says, never picked sides or had favorites in this stuff for whatever reasons. Kimmy has always bothered the F out me, constantly yapping and dissing, looking like an Easter Island rock. I hope he has a long, prosperous life, but I don't like his face and his personality. I wish he would shut up. People are hating, right? People saying the karma is real. They're posting him. They're saying Kymion going to need a lot of hugs this year. He's been going through it. But here's the thing, all right? And they're saying there's been a whole lot of losses this decade. He missed out the most important member, Melly. But yeah, I guess that's not technically in the 2020s. But basically, this footage is going around, okay, and I see this going up on the timeline. I see Remo posted it on Instagram. I don't know if he was the first to post it. I think he might have been the first, but I have actually seen some information going around that seemed to suggest this happened. This had, or like, there was information about this incident going around, but the footage had only just came out today. And so 051 Rilla was basically pressing 051 Kymion with a strap. Apparently, they had a big exchange in, I don't know if this is in one of the buildings in their blocks or is someone's private home or if this is on, I don't know exactly where this is. But apparently, okay, Rilla, before getting killed, was pressing 051 Kymion and putting pressure to him. Now, it does make you think, a lot of narratives that are going around now is that it could have been some kind of backdoor. Maybe Kymion didn't like the way that he'd been treated by Rilla and Rilla ends up losing his life. Maybe it was some kind of in-house feud. But as you're going to see, it was very disrespectful and you're going to hear it too.
Don't get around, bro. Don't get around. That's what you're gonna piss me off, bro. Yeah, I love you. Yeah. So don't get over my house. Next week, I'll shoot again, nigga. I got shot. I'm taking to fuck with you, nigga. You not gonna play on me, nigga. Hey, you said I'm fucking hating on nothing. What's all that shit you been saying, though? What's all that shit you been saying? Don't be crying, nigga. You fucking hurt your mouth.
So it's not entirely clear, but it sounds like they're pressing him over something that he said, either, you know, behind someone's back or online. But he's saying, well, you hating? What was all of that stuff you were saying about, you know, don't get shy now? And they really confronted him.
So I don't tell who let me hang on that all that shit. Who is fooling them? They're gonna make me red your ass, bro. On my son, they're gonna make me red, bro. Keep playing me, bro. You sitting like that going on there, so be doing it. You be running your mouth, though. You be running your mouth.
So he's saying, what is it that I've done? What is it what I've said? Is they're saying you running your mouth, and as you can, well, you can't see. I'm going to blur it some more. But they basically holding a gun to him. They got a gun with an extended mag right there, and they basically pressuring him.
Stop playing, bro. Or I feel, bro. Watch your mouth, bro. Keep playing. I hurt your ass, bro. Y'all keep telling me talk crazy. I hurt your ass. I went up to the kids here, bro. Or I feel,
So they're saying, stop playing with me. They're going back and forth. It's a little bit hard to understand what's going on, right? But people are saying that's why he hasn't posted anything about Rilla and just posted 757 fresh instead. So they're saying that he might have backdoored him because of being because he felt disrespected about this incident. People are saying he backdoored him. And dudes say they don't got big homies. I don't know. I don't care how tough a MF tries to look on the net. Everyone got big homies in every hood who check stuff just like this. Saying they turned Kaimion into a humble Harry. Well, not anymore. They're saying the big homies always get knocked off. They forget who's leading the wolves. They're saying another example of notice how the tough guys always end up dead. Pulling a gun on your mans is nasty work. You got to live with anything that comes after that. All right. Yeah. They're saying death sometimes. Yeah. Leather has to be applied.
I ain't never gonna.
They're saying you can in the beginning hear Rilla say, "I almost got shot 10 times. Play with you." Seems like they got a problem with Kaimion talking shit. Saying he got shot 10 times last year and almost died. And they're saying it's when he got in a shootout with 757. So 757 got 051 pop.
What difference we having, nigga? If I
people
fuck with
saying
you,
that
nigga,
Rilla got in a shootout with 757. I don't know if it was just goon, but.
Like, nigga, hell. Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. If I fuck with a nigga,
they're basically saying there's been comments.
No gun out on you, bro. If I pull a gun out on you, I don't fuck with you, for real.
And this is TTE, again, giving their opinion.
Yeah, you should know that.
TTT breeze up. You got Mimo laughing as well, so everyone's kind of having their piece in this. They're saying they little boyed him, right? It's like the reverse of Driller posting Zoo, talking crazy about the THF members that passed. Now the shoe's on the other foot, and they're exposing 051 Young Money are looking backdoor now. So this has been going around, and there's been a few different places that have been posting this, all right? And a lot of people have been saying, yo, this actually kind of changes the narrative. Maybe it isn't THF giving the belt and getting their 20 for 1 or whatever. People saying Kaimion got treated like a straight hoe after watching this. I no longer think Rilla got killed by THF. Maybe a backdoor. That explains why Kaimion hasn't showed any emotion towards Rilla's death. People saying, I wouldn't show any emotion for a dude that just pulled a gun on me. I'll give a dude a key to the back door. People saying that's bogus. You should have did it yourself. People saying this is like the Avoy and Munna situation. These dudes be trying to act like the younger dudes are hoes. Ain't nobody going for real, especially when you're trying to embarrass them. If they're real life founders, you're supposed to teach and lead, not embarrass your little homie. People saying I think some of these older founders basically look at the younger members as fake members too because they're new or they didn't put in the work. And then that's what happens when your big homie is in his mid to late 20s, early 30s. They still got a power trip. Yeah, basically, you get the gist. People saying you're going to create a whole fan fiction. Saying, yeah, they probably backdoored him. Kaimion always crying. Saying Remo and Chicago hits and Wave posted it on their page for everybody asking. This has been on a few pages. Chirac Humor posted it as well. So it has been going around a whole bunch of places. But what I'm going to tell you in a minute is that this actually was rumored to have been going around already. Okay, so this is the same clip. It's been posted everywhere. There's dozens of comments. People saying Kaimion probably dropped Bro's location, but they could be wrong. Saying family member leaked that to possibly try and expose that 051 killed him or blackdoored him. People saying I got shot 10 times. F him with you. Damn, I would have been cut that dude off. What the F? Said they were shooting it out for real. They're saying this is the 051 Civil War. So a lot of people think that's what's going on. They're saying 051 made an executive decision on Rilla. 051 probably did give his location away. Saying dudes will never side with Kaimion over Rilla. But people are saying you don't know. No wonder nobody from 051 ain't saying nothing. So that's what's going on. Now, word about this happening was already going around in comment sections for quite some time, and the throwback comments have now resurfaced on Chiracology. So he was saying, dang, bro knew this all along. So this was a comment from a while ago on a post that Kaimion posted. Basically, he posted Free Fresh, all right? And then, like, the comments underneath it, that's where it was mentioned that this thing happened. So it says, nah, Rilla smacked Kaimion up and took his gun and money for D-riding before and doing internet stuff. People saying, how you know? He says, because I'm really outside. He was into it with his own block. They chose 757 Goon over him. Rilla popped Goon up. And they're saying, you know something? Rilla and Goon used to be clearing moves together. They're saying, lol, I told you, somebody just posted the video. So this was a while ago. People were already saying that this is what was going on behind the scenes. So it ain't necessarily... It's new to anybody that's new to this situation, but people in the know and connected to this be knowing, okay? Because I'm still going to ask every time because dudes do be making stuff up, but it wasn't cap, no BS, right? They're saying it's like when Russia said Fabe killed J-Dog and dudes went off on him. Turned out that's what allegedly happened. People are saying, what happened to 757 Goon? That's why he's not around. Saying, so Rilla got backdoored, but again, Why would the opposition say 17 more to go? Saying we don't know for sure if he got backdoored, but not since that, or not since that video came out. It's just speculation. People saying, honestly, I think at this point, anyone who drops from 051 side THF is going to claim. 20 bodies is a lot to cover when 051 moves pretty military as it is. Any one of them drop, and they'll be adding them to the list, in my opinion. Not that THF doesn't spank ass, but to reach a 20 count, they'll need some help, meaning maybe claim stuff like this to get the count higher. It's actually crazy to think about it. That's how they are claiming. People saying, bro, I'm telling y'all, THF could have still did it just with the assist of somebody Rilla trusted, dropped his low. They're saying THF had nothing to do with it, stopped deriding. And basically, it has just been non-stop dissing from THF members. So THF members are claiming it. Meanwhile, this footage is going around and people are thinking, well, the alternative narrative could be true. So this is THF Billa saying that THF are actually not claiming everything. So this is kind of basically people saying that he's trying to do damage control. He either doesn't know what's going on or he did get backdoored. He's saying he knows what's going on. He's basically telling the internet to shut the hell up before his whole hood gets in a jam. So I'll read you this. We'll zoom in a little bit closer. It says, I'm just trolling because that's what they did to me when I was grieving. I don't care if they goldfish died. I'm going to post a goldfish with a batter in hot grease and say long live WAP. That doesn't mean 4-6 or THF are claiming nothing. I don't play this game. I just watch from the bench. I don't know what's going on or what happened, but yeah, F him. Ain't nobody claiming nothing. Y'all are crazy. Hashtag free Dirk. All the speculation for nothing. Y'all go make up anything. Go report on the war that's going on over oil. That's way more interesting and viral than exploiting your people for clicks. That war media doing way more numbers than posting videos about what you think happened to another person who dead. But yeah, for sure, him, F him one more time because I had to write all of that, rolling up Rilla. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've been posting about the war, and I'd say people are probably still a little bit more interested in the war in Chirac than the war in Venezuela, Middle East. You're going to let this slide. Two big faces back to back, one of the founders. Okay, this. Now, interestingly, okay, there's some people saying, why ain't nobody saying nothing? Why ain't nobody from 051 saying nothing? Then ain't nobody going to say nothing? And people are saying that might be the backdoor thing. Saying here, founder 2, right? No way, Young Money going to let this slide. Two big faces back to back, one of the founders. Okay, they're saying it's wartime. Man, it's wartime. Don't you see where Dirk at? They're basically saying, look, if you guys are really going to go that crazy about this, then you're going to end up like Lil Dirk.
This shit is crazy, man.
It's running around, catch you, and you happen to be the one they caught. And get
this shit never
people saying he's looking up. All right, listen, they say a lot. HF Dude's Instagram.
Shout out Traveler Ross, man. Leave your thoughts in the comment. Hit the subscribe button, like button. Check out Traveler Ross page. Yeah, this crazy, bro. Pretty much another fallen member. Really, another fallen member, man. Crazy.